Hey, get the book at thugnotesbook.com. What's up, my well-read ballers? This week we rolling 9 deep with part 1 of J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. The story started in the heart of the Shire, the chillest spot in all of Middle-earth, where there be a bunch of little hairy homies called hobbits who just like to kick back, eat, and get up on a reg. But this day is a special day because we finna celebrate the birthdays of a hobbit named Bilbo Baggins and his little cousin and heir, Frodo Baggins. Frodo turning 33 and Bilbo's crusty ass turning 11-1. Ugh, you just know this party gonna be throwed as hell, cause Bilbo's wizard homie Gandalf from back in his adventure days gonna drop in and rage with a brother. That dude loved the party. Bilbo decided he gonna be peacing out of the Shire for good, but my man wanna go out like a real gangster. So at the party, Bilbo stand up to make a speech, talk a bunch of shit, then puts on his magic ring he boosted from a nappy fiend named Gollum. And all of a sudden, zap! Brother disappears. Bilbo creep back to his crib where Gandalf there waiting for his ass. Gandalf be like, bruh, you Jones look like a fiend for that ring. You gotta kick the habit, my hobbit. Leave it behind. It ain't easy for him though. In fact, Bilbo actually step up to Gandalf for a second, but eventually Bilbo get his shit together and leave the ring and most of his other swag to Frodo. 17 years later, Gandalf drop in on Frodo and be like, son, that fine piece of bling you got right there is the Ring of Power, aka the Master Ring, the one ring to rule them all. See, way back in the day, a bunch of magical rings were made to serve the big dogs of Middle-earth, but one was made on a download by the Dark Lord Sauron. And this ring was so much swollen than the rest that it made Sauron the baddest dude in all the land. But when an alliance of elves and men started warring on the streets, Isildur, son of the King of Men, sliced the ring from Sauron's hand, defeated him, and kept the ring for himself instead of destroying it. When some hoods come up trying to jack Isildur and his crew, the ring falls in a river and gets scooped up years later by a little hobbit-looking dude named Smeagol. Smeagol slowly rots into Gollum, and years later, Bilbo lifts it off that boy. Anyway, Gandalf tell Frodo that Sauron's gunning for him because of Gollum, and he know about the ring, the Shire, hobbits, and probably the name Baggins too. And if he gets that ring again, ain't nobody gonna be able to stop him. At first, Frodo asked Gandalf why they can't just bust the damn thing up. But turns out the only thing that can destroy it now is the fires of Mount Doom. Frodo like, shit, man, then you take it. But Gandalf like, nah, man, get that shit out of here. If I take that ring, it's gonna corrupt my gray ass for real. Frodo, you gotta bust ass over to Rivendell before the Dark Lord tear the Shire up looking for you. Apparently, Frodo's gardener Sam been lurking around the whole time listening in on their convo, so Gandalf decides Sam gotta go too. Eventually, Frodo, Sam, and some other hobbit homies named Merry and Pippin hit the road together, cause real G's roll 4 deep. On the way, they gotta duck the Nazgul, a crew of ghostly wraiths who trying to get their hands on that ring for Sauron. Later, Frodo's posse hit up a village called Bree where they crew up with Aragorn, a ranger who say he gonna act as the muscle on their way to Rivendell. They just cruising along when 5 of them Nazgul haters come by and one of them shanks Frodo. Aragorn like, yo, we gotta get Frodo's white ass to Rivendell before he turns into one of these assholes. Then 9 of these f***ers come out of nowhere, but with the help of some elf homies, they shake him off and make it to Rivendell. After some rest and grub, the top dog elf daddy Elrond calls together a council including Aragorn, Frodo, and an elf named Legolas, a human named Boromir, a little dwarf homie named Gimli, and some other folks we don't give a goddamn about. A bunch of peeps rock the mic, getting all crunk about the Ring of Power and stopping the Dark Lord, but instead of doing a damn thing, after the meeting everyone just sits on their ass for a few months. Finally, Elrond throws together 8 peoples to join Frodo on his journey to Mordor, but they can bounce whenever they want. They'll be known all throughout the hood as the Fellowship of the Ring. As the one who gotta carry the ring, Frodo got the most dangerous job of all. The dark powers that bling got lurking inside have broken even the hardest of thugs. After dealing with a bunch of bullshit, the Fellowship realize they gotta take a detour through the mines of Moria, when, oh damn, a whole bunch of orcs start swarming everyone. Then Gandalf go toe-to-toe with this big blazing thing called the Balrog. They brawl so hard that both of them fall down a big dark hole, and the rest of the Fellowship gotta keep trucking. After getting some choice words and swag gifts from the uptown elves of Lothlorien, Boromir gets all insane in the membrane and tries to gank the ring from Frodo. Boy gotta put on a ring just to get away from that hater. After that, Frodo realized he gotta roll solo to Mordor to make sure none of the other homies in the Fellowship get seduced by the ring's power. But Sam figures out what Frodo trying to do, joins him, and they start trucking. The Fellowship of the Ring is broken. Man, sure ain't easy being Frodo. I mean, this little homie was smoking trees and taking it easy one second, and the next thing you know, a wizard roll up on him and tell him he gotta save the whole damn world. What are the chances? Like Gandalf say, it can't just be chance that makes something like this happen. It's gotta be fate. There was something else at work, beyond any design of the ring maker. I can put it no plainer than by saying that Bilbo was meant to find the ring and not by its maker, in which case, you also were meant to have it. Sometimes fate just rolls up and takes a big old right in your lap, and you ain't got no choice but to just deal with it. And as much as Frodo wish he wasn't coming up in a time where they gotta fight the ultimate evil, Gandalf dropped some real talk on him. We may not be able to change what happened to us, but we can sure as hell decide how we gonna handle it. I wish it need not have happened in my time, said Frodo. So do I, said Gandalf, and so do all who live to see such times. But that is not for them to decide. All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given us. Man, when life deal you such a raw hand, brother gotta be glad that he got friends to get his back. Merry, Pippin, and Sam are the realest boys a hobbit could ever want. Like Mary say on page 105, they're gonna help Frodo carry that burden like it was their own. Get high with my hobbits, die with my hobbits. Now, even though Frodo leaving the hood to get his adventure on, just like Bilbo did, it's way more serious than just going there and back again. For him, it's not about getting back to the Shire. He may not even live long enough to go back. But that don't matter. What's important is making damn sure the Shire is still there for other homies to enjoy like he did. I feel that as long as the Shire lies behind, safe and comfortable, I shall find wandering more bearable. I shall know that somewhere there is a firm foothold, even if my feet cannot stand there again. Even though everybody always ragging on Frodo for being a little bitch, that's some gangster shit right there. And it's a good thing that Frodo packing watermelon nuts, cause he gonna need them to resist the power of the ring. After all, the book's main jam is how power can turn a brother into a crooked-ass gangster. Turns out Sauron and them Nazgul players used to be regular dudes before they got a sweet taste of that juice. Even Bilbo, the chillest dude ever, gets tainted by the ring. Fool can't help but call it his precious, and he's not talking about the Thug Notes book. And after Boromir tried to cross Frodo in order to get his hands on that bling, the message is clear, man. Power corrupts even the realest homies. It's gonna take a damn hero to get that ring on lock. In fact, Fellowship gives us two pretty different kind of heroes. We got Aragorn, the badass superhero type. He born from royalty, he know how to boot up like a G, gets all the bitches, and everybody expecting epic things from him. Frodo, on the other hand, is just a regular-ass dude, or at least that's how it seems at first. Frodo get greatness thrust upon him, and cause of that, he able to reveal the courage he got inside. Like Gandalf say, hobbits really are amazing creatures. You can learn all that there is to know about their ways in a month, and yet after 100 years, they can still surprise you at a pinch. Now, if you want to learn more about Middle-earth and Bilbo Baggins, click on the One Ring to Rule Them All right here to see my episode of The Hobbit. And for more info on the Thug Notes book, click the link in the description below. Thanks for watching. Peace.